I think this looks better.
I don't know about that.
Welcome to Curiosity Public. I am Dutch.
I am Jules.
Dylan.
And welcome to yet another one of our world famous Drinkthroughs. It's a little mediocre, guys.
Yeah.
It's just 3 bottles.
I know, like the Glenlivet one, set the bar there, but...
We've had some really long drink-throughs in the past, but for this one, we decided to stay a little bit concise and do a drink-through of the 12-year-old Macallan.
Right.
Because there's 3 different ones, and I've been always a little bit confused by it. Mm-hmm. And when Dylan suggested this, I said, you know what, that will be very, in the words of Dylan, interesting.
No, academic.
Oh, academic
exercise.
By the way, take a shot every time Dylan says academic or interesting in this episode, and you will have a fun night or morning, depending on when you're watching
this one episode. He says it like twice.
Yeah, he's going to be he's reprogrammed right now. He's like, okay, remove all
synonyms, looking up synonyms.
The other reason why we want to do this, or the primary reason, was when people start their journey in Scotch, they see this on the shelf.
Oh, yeah.
Oftentimes, they don't see this one.
They know the name, too. You hear the name.
This a lot.
Right.
Because this is like at Costco
Double,
every Christmas,
yeah.
right? This one, kind of, from time to time. And you have to kind of think about this one. Yeah. And, people ask. People say, okay, what's the difference? Yeah. Which one should I get?
Yeah. You're like, hey, I want to go to a bar and order Macallan 12. Well, what did I just get?
Right.
And should I know the difference? So let's talk a little bit about the 3 different ones that we have up here. So we've got the triple oak, right? Mm-hmm. The double oak, and then just the oak, the sherry oak, right? So let's talk price. Price point on the triple?
$60 to $65.
The double?
$45 to $55.
And then the single?
$75 to $85.
Yeah. So interesting that the double is sometimes it's cheaper than the triple.
Like at half.
Yeah. So should we swap the spots? Should we start with the cheapest one?
No, I mean, I want to do a progression either this way or this way, but...
I think we should go this way. Let's go 3,
I
2,
agree
1.
with this way.
3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So let's start this journey with the Macallan Triple Oak. Okay, so we got the Triple Cask matured is what it's technically called. Let's take a quick look at the box here. Look at that baby blue. That is beautiful.
I just say, I love that color.
It looks really good. Don't you have a hat like this color?
I have a tie.
Why aren't you guys wearing your swag, man?
I have a tie.
It says there, you say Triple Cask matured, an exquisite marriage of whiskey matured in European and American sherry seasoned oak cask and ex-bourbon American oak cask, citrus, vanilla, fresh oak. And there's a little bit of packaging material stuck to this one. All right, let's get the bottle out of here, get rid of the box, and the color motif is continued on there, as you can see in the 12-year-old. And this just says Triple Cask matured, same kind of nomenclature. A pretty light color to this one. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think it might be the lightest color bottle of all 3 of them.
Yeah, they don't put unnatural colors. They don't put coloring.
Right. It says natural color, product of Scotland, 43% alcohol. You guys ready to get into this?
Let's do it.
Let's see what happens.
Man, you're really selling your little segment, huh?
Let's see what happens. Yeah. I'm going to get a t-shirt with that.
And sticky notes.
Let's see what happens. All right, guys. Macallan, 12-year. How is the nose? Mm-hmm. Triple.
Very rich.
It just smells like Macallan. You know how Macallan
you gotta describe
has that sherry smell. So if you've never had a sherry finished or sherry aged Scotch, I think to me, I go to obviously prunes, like prune juice, like a dried prune or a dried date. That really encompasses the flavor that you get on the nose for me.
Yeah. I always think of if you for the home cooks out there, if you guys during the wintertime you start doing the preserves and all that stuff, you're cooking fruits and things like that. It's just it smells like your kitchen if you're
cooking it down.
Yeah, you're cooking it down. It smells like that, and I think that's what's alluring about this release. I think we should start talking about the premium that you pay for this lineup. Yeah.
Because if we compared this to, say, like the Glendronach 12, right, where you're going to get, I'd say a similar, maybe better, maybe not better, depending on who you ask, sherry influence on a scotch. I mean, especially when you're comparing it to this, the black box, it's way cheaper. I mean, it's probably more in line with the double, maybe a little bit cheaper even still, right?
I mean, Glenlivet 12 here, you're talking 25.
I'm talking
Glendronach.
I know. You're talking 25 to 35.
Yeah.
The Glendronach 12 year, I saw it at Costco, the non-chill filtered,
The old
version for $43. But most places, it'll sell it for like 55.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's in line.
All right. How's the palate on the triple? I just took a sip. It's really mellow.
What do you think of the mouthfeel?
I think it's good.
It's okay.
What's our price pointing? $40 on this one?
65.
65.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm thinking of the double. Sorry.
So,
It's okay. Mouthfeel's kind of.
okay, look.
It's kind of.
We get it. You know, the Macallan haters are probably not going to watch this anyway. But
No, they're gonna watch it just so they can write their comments.
right. That's why comment below.
But please do.
It's okay. It's fine. I mean,
They're not
some
watching
people, don't want to pay the premium, and that's reasonable. I think you pay for
The name.
the blending. You know, it's a
name.
balance.
Yeah,
I feel like you pay for the balance. Sometimes,
if you know your stuff, you're buying Glendronach instead of this.
yeah, because Glendronach
At this
is
price point.
punchier. It's punchier. It's more bold. It's
Richer,
in your face.
better mouthfeel.
Yeah.
The mouthfeel's a little thin on this.
But I feel
Very
like the
thin.
balance is there.
Well
It's
balanced.
balanced.
You're paying for that.
Good flavors, well balanced flavors, but they drop off quick.
It's toned down, man.
This to me is made for maybe a less sophisticated palate in some ways. Like if you're kind of getting into sherry influenced scotch, this is a really accessible one.
I don't know.
think.
I think you're angering a lot of Macallan lovers out there.
Why?
I think they would disagree with you.
Why? Why would this not be a good introduction to sherry influenced scotch? I think it's a great one.
Because you're saying this is for people who do not have a very good palate. And I think you're arguing that if it offers
think
nothing
he's
for somebody
arguing-
with sophisticated palate with like a super taste.
No,
I'm
but
not making a valid
sophisticated doesn't
judgment.
mean it's. Yeah, I mean, I think he might be just striking more.
I think
on the
there's a
point
lot of
like,
complexity.
it's a good
here.
gateway.
I think there's a lot of complexity.
I think this is a great introductory sherry influenced scotch.
Okay,
but
so
like,
can
but,
you
but
name-
this doesn't have, say, the complexity that a Highland Park would have, right? Like we don't get the smoke and the peat, and you're
that's
not
not the
getting a lot of
point.
the grain.
But
I
that's not
know.
the
That's what I'm saying.
That's why
I
I'm saying
think
as
for
a gateway.
a sherry aged scotch, this is a great gateway. This is a great introduction to it,
Yeah, I agree with you.
even though it's more expensive than the double.
I think the mouthfeel is good.
I agree.
The complexity is there. I think you're paying for the balance. No, you're not going to get like that punchy jam that you get from Glendronach. You're not going to get the super sweet, just bright fruit of Glenlivet.
Yeah.
Okay? You're not going to get any of those things.
But here's what you got.
And I do believe that if you do head to head with all of those, this is probably going to lose.
Of course.
Because in those kinds of comparisons, your palate tends to skew more toward the more bold
That's
and punchy
punchier.
things, right?
But there's nothing wrong with this. I think this is like
the gateway.
This is a sipping scotch. It's a little bit of a background scotch, or it's an introductory scotch.
Yeah, and then people argue like because of that, why am I paying $65, right?
That's a valid argument, I think. All right,
But
guys.
Yeah.
It's super drinkable. I mean, I could easily sit here and finish this glass. Like,
Yeah,
That's why
drinkability
you're
is
paying
just way up
$60.
there.
you're paying
That's
60
why
bucks,
you're paying $60
because if you're at an art gala and you get a pour of this, you're going to sit there, you're going to sip it, you're going to go get
enjoy
another.
it. You're gonna enjoy
You're going to
it.
enjoy the heck out of it. But let's move on to the double oak. All right, guys, double oak time. The cheaper one, the double cask. And we've got a darker blue box here. Double cask, matured exclusively in the perfect balance of hand-picked sherry-seasoned American and European oak casks, honey, citrus, ginger. We should note the proof point, I believe, is the same on all these, right?
Should be 43.
Let's double check that. I don't think it says on the bottle here. 43%, yeah. 43 on this.
We should also note Dylan has this tie as well.
Let's kind of look at the bottle here.
You are absolutely right. You are correct.
The motif is continued. Double cask.
Is that darker to you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Look at that.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Definitely a little bit darker. Not
Actually,
crazy. Similar, but definitely a little bit. I don't know how it's picking up on camera, but a little bit darker. Now, this is the one I feel like I see the most often. Do you guys agree?
It's everywhere.
Completely agree.
In fact,
It's
Costco.
iconic.
In fact, if you watch
Costco.
the Las Vegas video, I get a pour of this for free.
We're free.
Yes. Well, we don't know for sure. We know it was
No,
in the,
it is 100%.
It could have been the triple.
No, it is not triple.
It could have been the single.
No, it is not
They
single.
did not
it is
show
not
us
single.
the bottle, so
no,
we
it was
don't
double.
know.
It was double. There's no way they're gonna give you the
Kind of like
sherry
that
one.
stag
No.
issue.
What? No one knows about that story. Whatever. It was George T. Stagg.
Yeah, look at it. That's definitely a little bit darker.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely a little bit darker. So the double, the cheapest of the three, the most available of the three. I mean, they got it at Costco for like $50.
Dude, and also the holiday sales at Costco, though.
Yeah. So how's the nose, guys?
Less complex than the triple.
I don't know. A little more
I feel
intense.
like it's brighter,
I
dude.
feel like it's a little bit more intense.
Now, you know what?
Yeah.
I'm getting less of that kind of the cooked aroma. Like the cooking aroma of the triple is missing.
It's a little sharper.
Yeah.
I got a little
And-
more ethanol.
And the complexity is definitely down
And a lot of ways,
relative to the triple.
I kind of prefer this nose because it's a
know,
little
me
bit
too.
punchier.
Yeah.
But I think, again, what we're talking about, like, as an introductory one, I would still go here on the nose.
Yeah.
Just on the nose, I would go to the triple, personally. All right. Should we jump into the palate?
Let's go.
Way more mellow.
Sweeter, but less complex.
Less complex, a little less rich.
Yeah.
There's a little...
I'm not getting that ginger they're talking about.
Oh, really? Wait, the box's tasting notes don't match up with the real world experience?
What's going on, guys? Come on. Seriously.
I'm not getting like that little citrus. I'm not getting any of the... Like the
No
flower.
citrus, no ginger.
Well, I will say this, though. This is a dram where I have experienced just letting it sit for a while, and the flavors do intensify. The sweet prune thing does get jammier. It gets more like it gets to the point of stewing almost if you let it sit for a while. And that's something we should talk about with Scotch. Is that I think more than any other spirit, it really benefits from just sitting in the glass for a while. And if we were to let this sit for another 10 minutes, those sweet components would intensify. I've had that happen before, especially with this double. I recently finished a bottle of this, so that's why I know what I'm talking about here. Is that as it sits, it gets more intense.
I still like the mouthfeel.
I don't know what I'm talking about.
I still feel like the mouthfeel.
You still feel
Better?
it?
You still feel better than the...
You know, I like the triple. I
know.
For some weird reason,
Yeah.
I thought I was
like
gonna
this
like
is
the double better,
more.
but
Yeah, me
now
too.
that I've had it back to back,
Yeah.
I'm preferring the triple, folks.
Me too.
I'm with you.
Wow. Okay, that's weird.
Everything I said about the triple holds for the double. Introductory, easy to access the flavors, but I would almost swap them. Start
'cause
here.
I would start here now.
Flavors
'cause this is
intensify
so
here.
toned
Yeah.
down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we had the order completely wrong, basically, is what we're saying.
Yeah.
No, this is.
It's good though. It's an academic experience. I said that, not Dylan, so don't drink.
What do you think about the finish?
Drink anyway.
The difference between the triple and the double finish. What do
They're
you?
both short overall, but what
I feel this is shorter, dude.
maybe, but I'm still like both of them. I have the same finish almost. Like I still have a little bit of that prune date in the back of the palate. It's very subtle. It's very nice. It's easy.
What I'm
A
saying
little bit
is,
of warming.
I agree with you. Both are very short, but this one has a much more complex
The
finish.
triples more complex.
Yeah, than this one. This becomes very, very, very simple.
I don't know that I could draw that distinction personally.
Very simple.
I'm just doing it from the length. This one just really drops off for me. The triple.
Yeah, this is the most accessible.
I mean, to where I don't even... I can't really
This is what I
distinguish
had
a
in
flavor
Vegas.
finish.
yeah. I mean, it's again super drinkable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The drinkability is off the charts.
Off the charts.
It's probably 9 or 10 out of 10, you know. Like you could sit here drinking this
Yeah,
and
so
it won't even hit you.
No.
Like
might
there's
hit
no
you.
proof.
It'll hit you.
I mean,
eventually.
it's
Yeah, exactly.
yeah, you could sit here probably finish the bottle and you won't even realize it. You know what I mean?
You'll realize it the next day.
You'll
probably.
realize it.
That's happened to all of us, I think, at some point or another.
But I feel like if I'm at in Vegas at Sportsbook, I could totally kill a bottle.
Right.
of
And
this.
now we know which
Watch it
Vegas
again.
casino to go to get
Exactly.
unlimited pours.
So
of
watch the video.
Watch the Vegas video, guys, if you haven't seen it already.
It's like an hour.
It's a big time investment. Probably not worth it.
Play it in the
Anyway,
background. Play it
on
in
that
the
note, let's move on to the last
You
in
guys
the
are
lineup here.
terrible marketers, man.
All right, guys, on to the last in the lineup, the Sherry Oak Cask. Look at that black box. Could it be any more slick and awesome?
I love how we're drinking Jules' box.
Yeah, this is Jules's, by the way, we should say. All right, so
My
Sherry...
one contribution to this show.
Yeah, Sherry Oak Cask, matured exclusively in hand-picked sherry-seasoned oak cask from Jerez, Spain, for richness and complexity. Do you know how to say it?
Jeddah.
What is it, dude? Don't just laugh. Educate.
Because he doesn't know.
Educate. I spat all over the place. Rich spice.
Like Spain, Jerez, Jose. Yeah, Jose Andres.
Look, where do you draw the line between pronouncing things with an American accent or the natural accent?
I don't know.
Because we say a lima bean,
All
but
I
it's
know is
Lima, Peru.
My favorite episode of Family Feud was the the challenge of give a name that starts with a J. The guy goes, that starts with an H, and the guy goes, Jose.
That was you, wasn't it?
It was me.
All right, here's the bottle. Look at that. Good. The best motif. The black come on. This is one of the best looking Macallan bottles. Definitely a bit darker. Considerably darker
Not a bit.
than the other ones.
This one's really distinguished.
Jules, you haven't done a lot of damage to this bottle.
No.
You know, Jules
I know
says.
we were gonna have
Jules
for the
says
shot.
that this is. Oh wow.
Sorry.
Contribution. This was my gift to you,
Right. So,
much like Captain.
by
EO.
way of contribution,
Did you say like Captain EO?
Yeah,
Dude, I'm sorry. I
gift
spilled a lot.
you.
that is a lot. I should take a picture of it.
That's one for the table.
Yeah, there's a lot of
That's terrible.
a lot of juice there. It's, my bad. It smells good.
It smells amazing.
All right.
All right, so the sherry. Sorry. Wow. Oh my gosh, how much did I spill here?
Yeah.
Jeez. How's the nose, guys?
Oh, yeah.
Very, very, very sweet.
Wow, so much prune. So
Prune
much
juice,
jam,
dude. It's
Jam,
just prune
jam
juice.
level prune.
Yeah, you don't even start with like ripe fruits. It starts with jam,
Jam.
right? It
Yeah.
starts with jam.
I wouldn't even say there's sugar or sweetness. It's fruit. It is fruit,
Yeah,
fruit.
Oh, you know what I like? I like the citrus right here. There's a citrus.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah,
It's like an orange.
it's almost like
Orange,
no,
right?
no,
Yeah.
No, it's
Orange.
this is a lemon juice with prune juice poured into it.
Ooh, lemon juice.
Yeah, I get more lemon than orange.
I'm getting no lemon.
I'm getting
I'm
orange.
getting no lemon. Orange, yeah, I agree.
You just wanted to say that word.
You know what? Okay, look. Try this. Get the nose right on the lip right here.
At 45 degrees?
Go back and forth. No! Your nose is inside. Look what I'm doing right here.
Okay. Oh.
Actually, for the people who in the audience who drink a lot of
You
wine,
do it like this? Should we show it on that? Show it on that camera.
yeah, like this. Not like this.
No,
Or Jules.
my nose is so damn big, dude. It doesn't even work.
This is the Jules
I
technique.
do. Oh, I got
No,
I got
Jules
my
is like
nozzle
this.
in there, man. Oh, yeah, I'm in there, guys. Look at that, right there.
It doesn't matter for me because I can't smell anything anyway. Good best nose. Most intense
by
nose
far.
of all three.
By far.
For sure.
The most complicated.
I don't know about that.
I don't know about that either.
Nose?
I think it's the same things, just
I don't know,
amplified
guys.
to
It's
10.
got, I got citrus where I wasn't getting any of that.
I didn't realize it was the
got-
triple. The complexity is the spectrum is wide.
Thermal
Yeah,
expansion.
and then this one is, just kind of skewed a little bit more.
It's more focused in some
Yeah,
ways.
very
I don't-
focused and very,
it's wide,
very,
but it's-
amplified.
Yeah, yeah.
Right, and
That's why.
All right, let's check the palate, guys. Wow. Oh, it's the jammiest. It's the best mouthfeel.
It's
Coats,
jam.
coats
Best
the palate.
mouthfeel.
Finish is way
Awesome.
better.
The finish actually lingers.
Way better.
but I wonder, is it more interesting than the triple?
No.
I think they're actually equal.
As far as interesting, no. I don't think it's any more interesting. It's just
Yeah, it's not
better
more
in every
interesting.
regard.
Yeah.
It's more intense. It's kind of just like, I feel like this is a volume thing.
Yeah,
It's like you start at a 4,
Yeah.
you turn the volume up to like a 6, and here you're at an 8 or a 9.
It's still the same song.
But it's the same.
Yeah, I feel like
thing.
I mean, if I were to just
Same
kind of
beat.
throw out some numbers here, right? This would be something like complexity would be a 6, but the balance would be a 10 out of 10. Whereas here, it would be like 7 and a 7 or an 8 and an 8. Where you have a lot of complexity and the balance is really good. But this one, the balance is great, but you have it's less to work with.
Completely disagree with you.
Who cares? So that's what I'm saying. That's what it is.
Somebody out there cares.
I care.
When I rewatch
Look,
this,
you know what? You know what?
and that's it.
And he's gonna cut all of this.
No. Most people would just say, okay, this is the one to get, right?
No.
And I used to think that. I used to think that.
I don't think they would.
I used to think that, but then now I realize
I don't think
I
they
would say out of the 3, the double is the least interesting for me.
Agreed.
And I would say these 2 are
They're better.
like very good. They're I think
And now we
much
incorporate
better.
price, and you're gonna go here.
But then the triple is giving me something that I haven't gotten here.
No, this is a classic example of $20. Okay, you take this as your starting point. You add $20, you're here.
Yeah.
You add $20, you're here. And it just depends on your price versus value here. I mean, like everything is more intense here. The sweetness is way more intense. The finish is more intense. The mouth feels a little bit better.
I think I'm totally with you on it, dude.
It's a $20 thing. It's like how much do you want to spend for the weekend drink?
I'm at the concert, and this is up front.
Front row.
Yeah, but it's still the same
Nosebleeds,
freaking show. Everything, even though I'm out in the nosebleeds.
Yeah.
I'm with you there.
No, I think it's
that
it's
weird analogy. I don't know.
I don't know about analogies either, but like this is the one you get for free in Vegas,
right?
And if you go to the bar and spend $20, you're gonna get this one. And if you spend $40, you're gonna get that one. I think that's exactly what it is, and the intensity is why I'm saying that.
All right, now
I don't even know if it's intensity. It's just I think the amplification of the flavors.
Okay, amplification.
big question.
Because it's not like intense. It's not.
Okay.
It doesn't blow me away.
I don't know. I think
This is blowing you away.
I think it blows the other 2 away. I really do. It's way easier to pick out the flavors.
That's a lawyer's dodge right there. It's so good.
That's a lawyer. Yeah. So
Penny lawyer. Come on.
all right. You can only pick one for your bar. Which one?
Money no object.
Money no object.
Yeah, come on. No,
pick the single.
It has to apply with the price.
With the price, everything all told,
yeah,
I'm here.
It has to, exactly. Come on, because you're gonna build your $100 bar cart.
You're gonna put the $100 scotch.
You're already out of it. I would pick that.
Yeah,
exactly.
I mean, I honestly don't think you can go wrong with any of these. I think it's all a question of intensity.
Yeah.
All this is an intensity exercise, like amplification of the core flavors, and it's almost a perfect example of that. Like if we had done it like this, this would have been the perfect linear trajectory of these base flavors amplified.
Yeah.
I don't know if I agree.
So you sum it up for us then.
I feel like these 2 are so different. It's hard for me to rank it in some way.
I don't think they're that different.
What are you talking about?
very
You mean
different.
like it's not even tracks? Like what are you talking about?
Come on,
dude?
man.
Like,
All right, look. Go.
they fall in line.
Wait, well, let's compare.
Now this is happening. We gotta wait for Dylan.
Here we go.
All right, look. Just pour the triple. Okay. Here's a little bit. Okay,
So you want to pour the triple or the double?
No, triple. Forget the double. Where's the triple?
That's the double. Here's the triple.
Yeah, pour, please.
All right.
Post haste.
Sorry, I did spill. Okay.
All right, compare.
All right, let's first, we'll give this a second to sit in the glass.
let it open
up a little bit. Get a little bit of air. Let it sit like a refined human being. Of course, Dylan's not listening. He's just going,
Can you repeat that in loop?
yeah. It's going to happen.
We put some props in his hands.
For our members, can you make that into a
meme?
Animated,
That's a meme.
animated GIF?
That's above my pay grade, dude. Okay, let's analyze the nose here first, okay?
Going in.
Single's better.
It's so different. It's so different.
Way better.
It's not better. It's just different.
I think
It's amplified.
it's amplified. That's what I've been
different.
saying. It's more
It's
intense.
amplified.
It's the same core.
I'm not
I'm
getting
with
that.
you. I'm with you. The core
Here I'm
is
getting the other
exactly
wood. Here I'm getting the other
same.
wood.
Okay, how about this? This
core
is
is
less
exactly
cooked.
the same.
This is more cooked. That's how it is to me. Like this is more just getting past the jam stage into the stewed phase, whereas the single is fully
which would explain the extra element that Dylan's getting from
stewed phase,
the wood.
Okay, so again, just to clarification, this is the single oak. We're comparing it to the triple oak. Let's try the palate, guys. Triple.
It's different, man.
Yeah.
It's light. It's a little bit more woody.
You can't compare it.
I can totally compare them, dude.
It's a different presentation.
No. We're still in the same family.
It's the same family. Everything's just cranked to 11 on the single, dude.
On the red.
Yeah.
Single.
I'm with you, dude. I think this is an exercise in amplification.
Yep. You had it right. I mean, yep.
No, you know what?
Chicken butt.
If I want, I think on my shelf, I'll need to have the 2.
Of course.
I think I could skip the double, but I think I would want the sherry and the triple.
No, I think you could have any 2 as long as one of the 2 is this one. I seriously think that.
So you'd still keep a double? It's just
no. I say you have to have this one. But
exactly.
Either one of these would be the introductory one.
Yeah.
This is the little bit more advanced one.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I don't think it matters too much between these two, personally.
No, I feel like this is the more expensive dram, right?
And I understand
it tastes like it.
Yeah.
Right?
It tastes like it.
But what I'm saying is in terms of the interesting component when you're analyzing the flavors, I feel like this provides something that is.
Well, just to be clear, this now is.
The triple is providing something that the single does not. It might be subdued.
I disagree.
It might be subdued.
I don't think it provides.
But I feel like it's a little.
All
bit
it is
more
is all it is this is that the flavors are turned up in the single, and when that happens, it does wash out a little bit of some of the wood that I do get in the triple. I understand what you're saying. There's other things there, but I think they are there in the single. They're just
completely different.
they're overpowered by the sherry.
Look, I think. I don't know if I brought it or not, but I have these well-aged Aberlour, aged in different oak, right? And when you taste them all separately, you go, okay, I get it. I get what all the wood's doing to this particular distillate. And then what I did was I told you guys I started mixing them up, right? I started blending it together myself. That's what I'm tasting with this. I feel like I'm getting something different. It's not even an elevation. It's just something over here. That's why I'm saying this is not. To me, I think the double and the sherry is a progression.
I think but
the triple is a weird skew.
There's some virgin oak or something here, like a non-sherried oak that does come through here.
Right.
But I feel like
enough of the profile is there.
I feel like that's what I'm saying. Enough of the profile is still here that you.
I feel like your mentality is I'm chasing after sherry. That's all you're shooting for, and then you're gonna go which of these fit my chase after sherry? Of course it's this. Of course it's this. But I feel what I'm saying is, if it's not that, and you're saying, all right, you know what? I love. Yeah.
Let me spell it out. The difference here, okay, what I feel like you get here on the triple that you don't get on the single is that American oak, like the virgin oak, right? Non-sherry oak, okay? I feel like it is still here in the single, but it is the sherry is so intense that you really have to spend the time digging for it. It's still there, but it's not turned up as much. I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, I mean, look, if I had to, if
you're a bourbon drinker, you're
no. If somebody says I want to know what Macallan can do, I'd probably just pick this, right? Because if I had that, I'd just get this. But for someone who needs a little bit more excitement and you want a little bit more variety, you want that kind of the mishmash of different things on your shelf, I would still think that there's some value in the triple.
I would agree.
Double is where I feel like. It's kind of in between everything.
Yeah.
I'm not getting that kind of that uniqueness. So that's kind of my take. And I would say I didn't realize that until I did this comparison. Yeah.
Education.
So
academic
20 minutes later, you still agree with Dutch. These two.
Yeah, those two for sure. For sure.
So basically.
All right, guys, that's all the time we have. Thank you for hanging out for this drink through. Jules, please take us out.
Tell us what you guys think in the comments below. What else is new, right? Give us thumbs down, thumbs up if you like this episode. Subscribe. I like how you went down.
Yeah, I like that. Thumbs down first, guys.
Yeah,
please.
thumbs down first. Subscribe for more videos across the public. Check out our t-shirt shop. You can buy this. You can buy that. If you want to help us out too, we have a Patreon and also a podcast on all the major podcast platforms out there. As always, stay safe, stay healthy.
Stay curious. Do you want to actually say something?
No, it's fine. It's funny.
What were you saying?
I'm good.
You were talking?
You talking?
Jules is here.
Oh, hey. Yeah,
I'm gonna try a blend. Do you think the blend is gonna be better?
No.
No.
It's the same. It's the same.
They all taste the same.
It's the same.
They all taste the same. This was more interesting than I actually thought it was going to be. Though.
This was a better academic exercise.
Oh, academic exercise.
Whoa.
The only thing I remember from Natalie Portman was like when she was.
I'm pregnant.
I'm like, no, that. Are and then,
you
like,
an angel?
No, I remember when she was applying to colleges. She said like she took 3 AP classes, and she was like really proud of that. And I said, really?
Dylan took like 20.
And
that's bonus
none of
footage.
them qualified.
Actually, that's all.
It's like I failed every single one.
All right, here we go.